right now. Um, we are going to go ahead and record this because we have a lot of individuals who are wanting to see the replay. So quick background on myself, just so you guys don't feel like a stranger is talking to you. Like I said, my name is Amanda Cramey. I am a mom of those two adorable little kiddos there. Caden is 6. He is entering first grade this year, and my daughter Kenzie is 3. She is going into pre-K, which is crazy to even think. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, so she turns 4, and then Kaden turns 7 next week. So August is such a crazy month just in general for like back to school and all of like the summer things that are going on, but especially when you add in like all of the birthdays. I have been a labor and delivery nurse for 10 years. I absolutely love it. It's a huge passion of mine. It was one of those things when I was in nursing school, I was like, gosh, I don't know what avenue I actually want to take until I saw my first delivery. And some of you guys on here are probably like, absolutely not. Like, I saw my first delivery and I went the other way. And me, I was like, that's what I want to do. So I've been doing it for 10 years. I will always do it. It is, like I said, a huge passion of mine. I now actually have the honor of just working that once, maybe twice a week. I'm sure some of you guys on here, since we are primarily all healthcare workers, are probably feeling some of the short-staffed, some of the just craziness going on. It's literally raining babies in our department, and so we're just trying to keep up with all of that. But I actually have also been an MS nurse. I was a traveling MS nurse. I worked the state of Iowa. I currently live in Iowa with a company, and I did that for about a year and a half. I liked that too, but it was a lot of time away from my family. But at that time, it was something that we actually had to do. So that is my handsome hubby, Cody, here. And I actually have the honor of saying that we kind of work this together, which is kind of cool. He is in the life insurance industry. He actually just retired from that a couple of months ago because we were struggling very hard. He was not enjoying what he was doing, but more so than that, with different things that transpired in that business 2.5 years ago, we actually lost 75% of our income in a matter of a couple of months, which led to me not only picking up a second nursing job, which enters that MS nursing job, but also me looking for another avenue that I could work alongside of my family, to where I wasn't clocking in all the time and having to figure out, okay, who's getting the kids, who's dropping the kids off, all of the daycare hassles. I could work something and create an income around what our family was already doing. So 2 years ago, Q Sciences was presented to me more so in the form of a product. I was dealing with a lot of postpartum, just mental health issues, struggling to really just get through the day. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you're a mom out there, but more importantly, like, I feel like just us healthcare professionals need something to help kind of with the stressors or just different things that are shifting in the environment. Yeah, but just in general nowadays. And so the product completely changed my life. I have more energy and more mental clarity and focus than ever before. But when a dear friend of mine who's a nurse practitioner, I saw her beautiful name and face pop up on here earlier, when she shared about what the impact could be for my family, and I took a look, I knew that it was a no-brainer. And so 2 years ago, we shifted. In 5 months' time, I actually replaced my nursing income. In 13 months' time, we became a 6-figure income family. And I now have the honor and privilege to say that I work directly with the president and CEO here at Q Sciences. I sit actually on one of their councils. And what Q has done for our family is, I could probably sit here and talk forever, so I'm not going to go through all of that, but it has truly transformed our lives. And it has been just such a blessing in so many different dark moments here. So I like to kind of share a little bit more about even what the heck Q Sciences is. I hear that all the time. Usually when I'm talking to people, and I've done hundreds of calls and talked to hundreds of people over the last 2 years. And there's been now I can say four people who have said, yeah, I think I've heard of Q Sciences. Well, when I first looked at this company, being with that healthcare background, I was like, okay, I want something that A, I'm not going to waste my money on, that B, I'm going to feel very quickly in terms of like a product, and C, that it's physician backed and formulated, but it's also backed by clinical research and data. And all of those boxes were checked for me. In fact, when I first tried the products here, I started with the full spectrum hemp oil that I'll show you going forward. And I felt a sense of calming in the very first use. After a week of use, I felt as though like all of those 10,000 balls and plates that I was juggling weren't actually crashing down. I was able to deal with everything at that time in that such short period of moments in time. Well, I loved also the fact that this actually started in 2012 in physician and chiropractic offices. You had to have a white coat in order to stock it. And I love that we still have that route here. In fact, I have partnered with multiple different medi spas and gyms and chiropractors and physicians and just different brick and mortar areas and stores that still stock and utilize these products because of how well they work for their clients that are coming in left and right. Well, because we were growing so well, our founders, who I'll have the privilege of sharing with you on the next slide, decided to really revamp, going more so that e-commerce sector route in late 2017, early 2018. And you guys get this, we have grown over 800% in just the last couple of years. So clearly everything here is working and moving and grooving very quickly. But what's really exciting to me is that we are now projecting in September and October alone, that revenue in just those 2 months to surpass the entire year's revenue with a couple different products that are coming out. Now, I can't say much about that, but what I can tell you is that we are coming out with terpenes, which I didn't know anything about, right? I looked it up. You guys will have to Google it too. There's not too much I can tell you right now, but it is going to be huge for you guys. Beyond that, we are also coming out with a medical grade collagen. So really exciting times going forward. Now, these two gentlemen here, I could probably talk with you about them for many, many hours because they truly have transformed my family's life. But what I love most about them is that one, they're both very humble gentlemen, and being the nurse that I am in my healthcare background, I can't go into like my hospital and go knocking on my CEO's door or the president's door and be like, hey, how's it going? Like they would look at me and they'd be like, who are you? Like, I have no idea who you are. What I can do with these two gentlemen is text them. I can call them. I have literally their direct numbers, and they help me. They know my family's name. I sat down on a couch. Well, I've sat in Mr. Mark Wilson's office as well as on a couch in one of our beautiful cabins that we have for from corporate. And we just talked about life. And it's really cool that you can sit down with this CEO of this booming company, and what all he really cares about is how you're doing and who your family is, and share more about that. Tell me why you're here. Tell me where we can kind of work with things. And I love that aspect that you actually have a voice here. I don't know about you guys, but some days when I go to the hospital, I feel like I'm just going and I'm leaving. I'm going and I'm leaving. And I take that precious time that I have with my patients, and that's what fills my cup, because I love being a nurse. But all of the other things I could probably just do without. Now, Mr. Jake Spencer, as a nurse, you guys, okay, let's be honest. I did not go to school. I have zero business skills, like at all. You guys, I've learned 99% of what I know here at Q from that amazing gentleman right there. Mr. Jake Spencer is like he's like my brother. Let's just be honest. Like we like go back and forth. We can talk, we can have fun, we can joke around. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, he has taught me the business skills that I need in order to build a very successful business. And these two gentlemen here are the reason why we will absolutely be a multi-billion-dollar company. Now, to go back though, when I was first introduced to Q, this was the first gentleman that truly piqued my interest. Just being like that nurse nerd brain in me, I was like, oh, he's the chief science officer here. And I love that he takes a naturopath background and an internist background and combines them. We all know as healthcare professionals on here, you don't see that. And it's really cool that we have that here, but more so, he also comes with 15 years of experience as a former senior editor at WebMD. He's the reason why you're going to feel a difference of these products pretty quickly. I would say the average person who I work with feels a difference of these products in a matter of a week or two, if not sooner, which is pretty cool. Speaking of our products, Don't worry, we're not going to go through all of these because we would be here for several hours. But I want to share a little bit more about what really excited me here when I first saw this. First and foremost, there's multiple verticals. And what I mean by that is that I have so many people in my network that I hear about all the time who are dealing with sleep issues or energy issues or discomfort or just stress and mental health issues, gut health. They're looking for immunity support right now. So many things that I knew that I had even just 3 or 5 or 10 people in my network that I could help serve in a completely different capacity outside of the bedside. And that's what excited me, is that I could take my nursing background and my profession and my love for helping others and truly bring it here and impact so many lives and serve way more people. In fact, when I first shared that I was starting this business and it was natural health, and I knew nothing about natural health because we're not taught about that, like in nursing school. Maybe you were, I wasn't. I knew like the medications, right? Especially when it comes to labor and delivery, but I didn't know much about natural health. And when I started to, kind of research a little bit more and just learn more and try the products, it amazed me by how much better I felt with these. But more than that, other people noticed what it was doing for me. My husband saw that I was less stressed, that I could deal with all of the chaos that was going on with our children, and the chaos that was going on at work. But more than that too, I saw a change in my husband. I saw what these products were doing from him on a mental and a physical standpoint, on my kiddos too, how they were more focused when they were utilizing these products. In fact, as we kind of go forward here, the person who invited you definitely has additional information. We have all of like the data and the ingredients and the benefits and all that fun stuff that you might want to know as a nurse. But what I also love is that we have an app here that I didn't need to provide all of the information for, especially, having my niche or my niche, guys still figure out that word, but having that in labor and delivery, I don't necessarily remember everything about, oh, this product is going to help this person, and this person. I have it all at my fingertips. We have an app where it takes me 5 seconds to copy paste and send somebody additional information related to whatever they're looking for. So no matter how crazy the day is, I can still send somebody more information and really support them on the specific things they're looking for. Now, this product pack though is a top seller out of all of Q Sciences. It's really just going to support your optimal overall health. I love that it comes in AM and PM packets. So in the morning when I'm rushing out to work, I just grab a packet and go, and I don't have to lug around like all these bottles. That would be bad if I was like taking in like all these bottles to work and like trying to take all of these different supplements at once. It's very quick and easy, but it's going to focus, the Q Max there is going to focus on your mental health, your brain support. It has all of the micronutrients, the minerals, the acids that your body needs. But if I'm off of that for 2 days, I have way less energy and mental clarity and focus. It gets me through the day. The Align there, it allows me to not be sore the next day, whether I'm working out or I'm working. Beyond that, I was a gymnast way back in my day, and I would get up out of bed, or even just from like wearing like my shoes, my dance goes, and I would come home and I'm like, oh my gosh, my back is killing me. The Align really helps decrease that inflammation. And then gut health, we know how important gut health is. This is designed in a way to really get into that entire intestinal tract. So all of it in just one pack here, and we even have it for the kiddos. Now, going forward, we even have a fitness and a weight management side. I don't know about you guys, but this last year and a half really threw me off like my workout game. I was really good at going to the gym and staying consistent, and I loved the classes that I was in, but I kind of fell out of that. And so now I love that every morning I get a notification saying, hey, this is your workout for the day. Hey, this is what you should be doing today. Don't forget about the water. Don't forget, here's some extra meal plans and workout plans that you can do. But the sport, you guys, right there, every single healthcare worker absolutely needs. Like, that should be an add-on to every single thing that you might potentially be looking at, because it gives you 8 hours of clean, sustained energy without the spike, crash, and jitters. Lots of other options too to really support your fitness needs, but these oral sprays are some of my favorite. Again, an amazing add-on. You spray them underneath of your tongue. So we all know that that's going to have a very high rate of absorption. They focus on different things such as your immunity, your vitamin D, curbing appetite, discomfort. But the sleep spray, you guys, is hands down the top seller out of all of this. I'm pretty sure whether you're a night shift person who's working in healthcare, you know somebody who's night shift, or let's be honest, there's a lot of times where I just can't fall asleep because I'm a female and I'm a mom and I just lay there and I'm like 10,000 things are going through my mind. This allows my brain and body to shut off, to rest and recover, so I feel well rested in the morning. And you can bet that it is also my mom juice because I line my kids up and I spray them with that, and bedtime goes way more smooth, and they're happy in the morning when they wake up. Now, this is the first product that I started with. This is what first piqued my interest when the whole like CBD, like if you guys remember back like 2 years ago, it was like the buzzword of CBD. Again, I didn't really know much about it. Now I had some nurse friends who were like, I tried it, it didn't really work, or I tried it for a little bit and then it stopped working. And so I did do more research on it. And what I found was that this company specifically had a certain technology that allowed for the highest rate of absorption on the entire planet. Beyond that, we now, with our technology, have 100% delivery and immediate onset. What that means for you is you're going to be able to utilize less of the product and have a much higher impact. I utilize this for my stress and my anxiousness. A lot of other people utilize it for discomfort and so many other options. If you Google CBD and all of these other benefits, you're going to see hundreds of them. But we have a lot of options here for you too. We have 4 flavors of under the tongue oils. The berry is my favorite. We even have one for your furry friends. We have one for sleeping, some lotions, roller balls that focus on a couple things, even CBD waters that I drink every day that are amazing. Now, we're, like I mentioned earlier, we're even adding to our product portfolio here in the next couple of months. That's really going to blow the lid off of Q Sciences in general. Now, I have the honor of bringing on one of my very first friends here. So as I'm talking about you, Sheree, if you want to unmute. So Sheree is, well, she'll talk about kind of her nursing background, but she's also a nurse. I've had the pleasure and the honor of working with her, more specifically the last couple of months, and she's doing incredible things here for herself and her family. And these products have really transformed her life as well. So Sheree, do you mind popping on and just kind of sharing a little bit more about what it's done for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the intro. Hey guys, thank you all so much for just hopping on tonight. I know how busy everyone is. School started for my girls tonight, so it's kind of crazy and loud in here. If you hear a baby screaming. But like Amanda said, I am a nurse also. I'm a psych RN at the local sheriff's department. I've been on Q products now for a whole year, and I am like blown away. First of all, I can't believe it's been a year, but just to look back and see my progress with these products has been insane. Last summer, I was searching for like a natural remedy. I was suffering from extreme postpartum anxiety. I also had insomnia because I was a night shift nurse. So I had suffered from insomnia for years and used to take Benadryl to help me go to sleep, which is not good long term. And then also I have autoimmune issues. So my pain and inflammation was out of control. So I found Q, and my life has literally been changed. Currently, I am not taking any Western meds like at all. It's all natural supplements, which is crazy because I never thought I'd get off the medications for my autoimmune stuff. So this has been life-changing for me. Also, I found a business opportunity here. So now I don't have to stay and work those extra hours at work. I can actually help people heal from the inside out. Like, it's incredible. And I'm at home still with the kids, working from my phone. So it's been really cool to take some of the stress off of our family with those bills that you don't foresee coming. So, but regarding products, I really honestly, I'm on a ton of our products because they're awesome. And I don't think I've found one that I don't like yet. But if I had to pick a few, it's definitely the Q Core Trio that Amanda mentioned. Our Fuse Full Spectrum Hemp, and then our sleep spray is a staple in this house. All of us take it. It's safe for 1 years old up. So it is awesome to get that full REM sleep and wake up rested. You don't feel groggy like you do from Benadryl. So that's pretty much it, Amanda.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love just hearing
You're welcome.
testimonials and stuff. It's real fun, especially when you get different texts and stuff, day in and day out, just saying, oh my gosh, this is how I'm feeling now. So it's really cool. So to kind of round this out, you guys, I love the fact that we have different options here, depending on what somebody might be looking for. And if it's not for you, maybe there's somebody else that you know in your network who is dealing with sleep or discomfort or stress or all of those other pillars that I kind of mentioned earlier. We have a really cool customer site here. In fact, for $10 for the entire year, my customers get the same amazing discount that I get. In fact, Q even it focuses on helping the retention rate of my customers by providing them points towards free products just for staying consistent with their products. And I will tell you, the very first product that I showed you, I ran out of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like within a couple of days, I totally felt a difference. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get more of this. Like, come on, ship. And now I love the fact that just because I'm consistent with my products, even on a business side, Q provides free products for me. Now, as a nurse, like I didn't know how to retain my customers, right? Again, no business skills at all. So it's really cool that Q has figured that out for me and helps me focus on that. They even have an incredible customer support line, easy order management. We're even enhancing our, gosh, I can't say too much, like our customer side, all of the things in the back end. We're enhancing that next month, which is going to be really exciting. So just think about like getting in and getting out within 30 seconds. It's really cool. Beyond that, we have a 0 risk guarantee, meaning that if you try the products and you don't like them, you have the ability to get your money back within 30 days. But fun fact, we have an almost 85% retention rate on our customer side. So it just really goes to show you that people do feel the difference. Now, if you're like me, I started with the products, but I came specifically for and out for my family on the financial side. I work with people all the time who are either A, looking to get their products paid for, B, looking for an additional stream of income. I feel like over the last year and a half, especially, one thing that we've been shown and kind of taught is that it's smart to have additional streams of income, A, B, C, D, as many streams of income as you can. And this was a perfect path for my family to go. It really encompassed my nursing background and really just allowed me to help those people, like I said, outside of the bedside. And for merely $40 for the entire year, Q did it all for me. They put together this amazing, like, online e-commerce franchise link. So my friends and family just go there. I don't deal with inventory. I don't deal with shipping or warehouse issues or all of that. Like, I let my friends at Q deal with that. And I have this amazing site that Q again set up for me. Beyond that, I mentioned that incredible app. So even if I'm crazy busy at the hospital, or I get home after, let's be honest, not 12-hour shift, a 14-hour shift, then it only takes me a couple seconds to send somebody additional information. It's very easy and convenient to work around our busy lives. But beyond that, we have incredible support here. It is more support than I ever could have dreamed about. When I was looking here, I wanted to make sure that not only my family could be successful here, but that I could really show and help other families be successful here as well. Our simple system works just like it says there. In fact, we have very simple onboarding and training. You're going to be welcomed more so than you could have ever imagined into Q, and we're going to teach you the skills. Could you imagine going into like a first day of your nursing job and just somebody saying, okay, good luck? You probably would have like tried to figure it out and maybe succeeded in it eventually. But here we don't do that. We teach you and we train you just as your first day on the nursing job. I know in labor and delivery, it was like literally a 6-month process because I did like postpartum and labor and delivery, but I was taught the skills along the way. And that's what we're going to do for you too. In fact, you have incredible mentors. It's the person who invited you, but it's also myself, and it's also corporate in general, which is really cool that it starts from the top down. We have a plug and play system where truly you earn as you learn. In fact, think about this. If I wasn't the person who invited you tonight, think about the individual who invited you. They probably didn't say much tonight, unless they're one of my incredible testimonials that come on. They sat back, they invited you, they sat back, and they let somebody else do the talking for them. And that's exactly what we would do for you too. Takes a lot of pressure off. You never have to be the expert, and you have all of the necessary tools available to allow you to be successful. Now, when I first saw this compensation plan, all I saw was a lot of numbers, to be honest. I was like, okay, so break this down for me, Jen. Like, and she had to tell me a couple times, because I'm a numbers person, but not a numbers person. And I was like, break this down for me. What does this look like for my family? At that time, I truly needed to create between a $2,000 and $4,000 a month paycheck for my family, for us to be fine with what the devastation that we had just gone through. And when I realized that there was a plan literally in place to show me exactly what I needed to do to get to where my family needed to be, it was kind of game over. Beyond that, I also love the fact that I could help people on a product side and earn commission on that. But if I also wanted to help people and their families create an income just like mine, I could also help them on that side too. And Q would give me a little bit of that commission. Beyond that, I didn't have to go out and like recruit 10,000 people, because I don't have that much of a network. I have my friends. I have a couple friends, right? And I have my family members and stuff. But really, guys, I have found and I have met so many incredible people throughout this entire journey. Sheree and I didn't actually know each other prior to this business. The next incredible woman that you are going to meet, we didn't know each other prior to this business. So it's really cool that you really just can not learn, but really surround yourself with powerful women who want the same things. So I actually had my mom and one of my friends first join me in this business. And that's how my business got started. As I continued to grow here, as more orders from customers and other business partners started to come in, my commission went up and my bonuses went up. I am now a gold ambassador here. That's about 500 orders in my organization, which sounds crazy, but it's also crazy how cool and quickly that actually compounds. My set pay per month, just like nursing salary, where you go in, you work X 36 hours, this is what you're going to get paid. That's what it is here too. This is your volume, this is what you're paid, set pay. My set pay per month is $8,000. Beyond that, I've earned all of these incredible bonuses. You can see how impactful they can be for your family. But more importantly, our goal is to help the newest people succeed the most. In fact, how cool would it be if we could show you how to create $750 within this next week? I'm sure that could probably help you. And if you have a family, your family as well. Now, let me tell you about something that impacted our family even greater. We have a program here called the Financial Freedom Movement. Q Sciences provided me a free financial coach, no charge at all, before I was even making a dime. They showed me what we needed to do in the moment that we were in, how we could clear the credit card debt, because unfortunately we did get into credit card debt, and how we could really start to build a successful future for my family and my kids, and really get this nest egg and this savings plan up and playing. So not only did I have that financial support and learn along the way, but then Q started providing me up to an additional $400 that I first cleared off all the credit card debt, and then B, now we have $400 that goes towards my kiddos' college fund. It's out of sight, out of mind. And I love that this compensation plan works around what works for you. You're never brought into like, oh, you got to do this or this or this. It's what do you want and how can we help you get there? So to kind of round this out, I am super excited to bring on a super, super dear friend of mine. I could probably sit here and talk for hours about her, just like everybody else and the owners here. Lauren is an ICU nurse by trade. She's going to kind of go over that too. But what I love most is that she's truly created something very special for her family here in just a year's time. She has not only helped her family, but so many other families along the way. And beyond that, she is really impacting and setting the path for helping all the other individuals who join her as we continue to go forward. So Lauren, I am super excited to hear from you and just really how Q has impacted you.
Yeah, so when I got started with Q, we were definitely like a family in crisis. We were struggling with my daughter who has some very intense behavioral and emotional issues. And so we were really like at a spot where we needed something that could help her and help her quickly. And we looked very heavily into the products and found something that we knew was going to help her. However, at the same time, to be really vulnerable with you guys, we had spent a lot of money on different natural therapies and parent coaching and behavioral therapy and all the things to try to help support her and help her to thrive. And we were in such a hard spot financially. I mean, really being vulnerable. When I signed up with Q Sciences, we had $17 in our bank account. And if our conversations didn't revolve around how are we getting Annabelle from one transition to the next without having a complete meltdown, then how were we going to be paying our next bills? And it was a hard spot for our family to be in. So we signed up for the business with no intention of doing anything besides just hopefully making enough to get our product for free. Very quickly, we found that this was something really special here. This is something we just couldn't pass up. So we decided that we were going to dive all in and see what could happen. And it turned into, well, what if I could pay my car payment? And then it turned into, what if we could pay our mortgage with this? And then all of a sudden it became, what if I was able to provide my daughter with a consistent, reliable schedule that I could be at home, I could be taking her to activities, I could be taking her to therapies, and I could be there to really support her and help her and be the mom that I wanted to be. And I could replace my income. And so it was a very exciting day when I was able to step away from my full-time nursing job. I still do nursing on the side. I love being a nurse, but being a mom has been my number one passion. And being able to be there for her and have this as something that's just giving me that hope that I need. You know, I'm not having to have somebody tell me when I can take vacations or when I can have time off with my kids or having weekends or holidays. Just having such a consistent schedule. It's made such a huge difference in our family. And so it's been just this awesome ride with Q Sciences, but it wasn't something we ever expected, and we didn't have any experience coming into it, but we were able to plug into the system and really get to work with it. So it's been awesome.
Thank you so much. I love hearing that. All right, guys. So to round it out, what's next? So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys very much for taking, a half an hour out of your evening tonight just to kind of learn more, just to kind of see, could the products benefit me? Could maybe on the business side, could I benefit on a financial standpoint too? Maybe you jumped on just to kind of be a fly on the wall. I know I had a lot of people who just wanted to hear more about what we're doing here and the impact that we're truly creating. So if that's you, again, I want to thank you. Now, the individual who invited you tonight is definitely going to be reaching right back out to you after this just to hear what you liked best and to see if we could support and serve you in a different capacity. Beyond that, I have something fun that actually nobody knows about here. So I am going to be offering an incentive for the next 48 hours through Friday night, where if you are looking at going more so the product route, for $75 or more in product, you actually get a free one of those amazing sublingual sprays from me. I'll be shipping that directly out to you. I have a bunch that you can kind of choose from my pile, first come, first serve. And then if the business side really piques your interest, I'm actually providing that $40 enrollment back to you. You have 48 hours if you are watching this on the replay or you are on live. What that looks like is the person who is going to get back with you is going to help provide questions for you. They can help get you in a conversation or a chat or phone call with myself or another expert here, where we can really see if this is going to work for you and help answer all of those questions. And then we can get you started on the products and get you kicked off onto a really good start within your first couple of days to ideally be making that first paycheck in your first full week. So thank you so much for taking some time tonight to learn more about Q Sciences. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.